Somebody wrote to me to ask how to get the movement out of a Vostok Amphibia watch and then how to get the movement back into the watch case. He said one of his loom dots on the dial fell off and he wants to take the movement out so that he can replace that loom dot. So here's the procedure for doing it. First, you have to take the back off the watch, and most Vostok watches have an unusual back design. The entire back doesn't rotate to unscrew like on most watches. Instead, there's a retaining ring that you unscrew first, and then you can lift the back off. Now next, you're going to need to remove the black gasket here on the back because it may get in the way of getting the movement out. So we'll just go ahead and lift that off. Now the next thing we want to do is unscrew the crown and pull it out to the time setting position. Now you'll notice that there's a black dot on the top of the stem in my watch here, and I put that there during a previous time when I took this watch apart. And you want to do that with yours. You want to take a black permanent marker like a Sharpie marker and put a black dot on the very top of the stem. And the purpose of that black dot is to help you realign the stem when we put it back together, because getting the stem back into the movement, if you don't have the stem perfectly aligned with the things inside the movement that it has to go through, it has to go through the clutch and the winding pinion. And the clutch has a square center, and there's a square portion on the stem also that has to go through that square part of the clutch. And if you don't have them aligned correctly, it won't go together. And having that black dot on here makes it easier for us to align things, because when we put the stem back in, if we put the stem in with that black dot facing upward, it should slide right into place. Now, the next thing we need to do is push the stem retaining button, which is right there. And you want to push that down with a real fine screwdriver. And while you're pushing it down, you can then pull the stem out, just like that. And now, in order to get the movement out of the watch case, we just put the casing cushion on the back of the watch, flip it over, and then lift the case off. And that's all there is to it. That's all you have to do to get the movement out of the case. Now, in order to get the movement back into the case, we just reverse the procedure. Take the watch case and place it over the movement with the stem tube at the 3 o'clock position. Make sure that they're aligned there. And then we can pick up the case cushion and the case, flip them over. And then we can put the stem back in. And to do that, we want to make sure that the rotor's out of the way so we can see where the stem goes in. And we want to put the stem in with that black dot facing upward. Looks like I got a little bit misaligned. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay, now that you got it in with the dot aligned, we need to take our screwdriver again, push down the stem retaining button and hold it down while we push the stem in. And it should push in enough that you can screw the crown down. And you want to do that while you're still holding that button down. Okay, now you can see the stem is back in position. Let's test it and make sure that it's working correctly. To test it, I'm going to pick it up and unscrew the crown and see if turning the crown winds the watch. Well, it's not working there, so I don't think I have it. Oh, there it is. I had to kind of pull it out slightly to get it to click into place. I think it's still in the time setting mode. Yeah, there it is. You can see the hands turning. So now I want to screw the crown back down, and then I'm going to unscrew it again and test to make sure that the winding position works as well. And you can see it as you can see the ratchet wheel turning there as I wind it. So everything's working now. We can go ahead and screw the crown back on. And then we need to put the gasket back in place. And you want to push that down with a pair of tweezers so that it is pushed down all the way onto that ledge that it sits on. And you don't want any parts of it bubbling up or anything. It all needs to be down perfectly flat, just like it is now. And then we can replace the back, and you simply set the back onto the case and then put on the retaining ring. I usually start it with my fingers and then tighten it down with a spanner wrench, or you can use a case back opening wrench as well. This is the tool that I usually use. It's a spanner wrench. It's actually made for photographers to use to disassemble lenses. I've been a professional photographer for almost 30 years now, and so this is a kind of an essential tool for photographers, and I've repurposed it for use with watch repair because it works really well for taking off case backs as well. So once I get that tightened down, then we'll be all set. The watch will be back together and ready to wear.